Hey guys, welcome back to Little Boy Customs. Haven't posted in quite some time because I haven't been able to work on my own cars, but I have a customer's car here that I want to show you. It has been in the shop for a little while now, and we've been doing work and partnershiping with other people in order to get everything done. And no, it is not the car behind me. So if you like cars like I do, most likely it started because your dad started doing things like buying you Hot Wheels. And you got addicted to them when you were really little. And while that is all really cool, at some point in time we all have to grow up. And if we're lucky, sometimes those Hot Wheels become reality. This is a 1937 Chevrolet Coupe, and I am going to show you everything I can about it today. So the car behind me, we didn't build everything on it. There is quite a bit that we did do to this car, but a lot of it was outsourced as well. Paint job, flames, and all that, and I will get to all that really soon. But I do want to show you what the car started out as. In right around 1995 or something like that, this car was in a museum. And it was an all-original 1937 Chevrolet Coupe. And right here's a picture of it. That was the first day the car was brought home. And it was enjoyed by its owner for right around 5 to 6 years. But they decided it was time to upgrade it and turn it into a street rod. And the end result is this car right here. This is the exact same car. Of course, it's been heavily modified, and we'll go over everything. So with this car starting out as a 1937 Chevrolet Coupe, it does retain its stock 1937 frame. Of course, it has had some modifications to it. On the front end of it, you're looking at a Fat Man 2 Mustang front end, and the front springs have been cut down 2 inches. And the result of that is getting you that ultra low, almost nose dragging front end, which looks so good on this car. As far as the rear end goes, it's a Ford 9-inch Paul Payson Racing rear end, which was built with 356 gears. So let's talk about what makes this car so special looking just on the outside. The car was painted with House of Colors. It is orange Nova over black. And then the custom flame job and pinstriping, that was done by Retro Rods out of Granbury, Texas. Huge shout out to the painter that painted the car. And then for the pinstriping, see all the pinstriping that was laid in there afterwards? That was done by none other than famous Jack Fleming, and I'll have a link in the description below of his page. But he just did an outstanding job on pinstriping the car also. He did a very graceful touch on the front hood. And then of course out back, you can't see it so well in here because the lights are off, but he did a great job. And there's his signature. Now this car is an all steel car. There is no fiberglass on it whatsoever. Rear fenders are steel, front fenders are steel. It does have the innovated Rod Shop smooth running boards, which are made out of steel as well, which makes this car really look good. And as you can see in the hood, there is no two-piece hood to it. It's a one-piece hood, and yes, that is a real steel one-piece hood. It started out life as the original hood on the car, and a good friend of ours named Dennis Baggett was able to customize the hood by making custom hinges and bracketry, which I'll show you that here in just a second. So here's all the work that Dennis Baggett did for us. All this bracketry that you see up here, he built all of this, and then also made all the hinges in order to make this all work out for us. That way we could have the one-piece hood in the car. Big shout out to him. We appreciate all of his hard work to help us out with this car. Power in this car is a Bill Kona Racing 383 short block Chevy engine. And it's going to have Edelbrock fuel system. That will include the intake, carburetor, even the valve covers are Edelbrock. We are running a MSD system on this car. And a lot of time has been taken into polishing and getting everything looking good on the car. We are running a vintage air system to keep the driver and co-pilot cool in this car, and then it is running a Be Cool radiator and fan system as well. Along with the MSD system, one of the other upgrades that we did was we put RHS heads on this. Behind the engine is going to be a Turbo 400 automatic transmission, which will push the car down the road with ease. As far as the exhaust goes on this car, we did get help from B&B Muffler Shop out of Cleveland, Texas. And they were able to install some Cherry Bomb Thrush mufflers underneath it and do a full custom exhaust from the front to the back. As far as the wheels go on this car, we're running the limited edition 50th anniversary polished TTO wheels. They are 15-inch. Front tires are going to be 185/60 R15s. And these rear tires are going to be 235/70 R15s, which fit under the fender just perfect with that really close gap. On the rear end, in order to get seen better at night and make sure no one rear ends us, we installed LED brake lights. And in order to see better at night, we're running the halogen seal beam headlights. As far as all the chrome goodies on this car, bumpers, grille, door handles, all that good stuff, we used Al's plating out of Fort Worth, Texas. If you're interested in the rack and pinion and the steering column, both of those came out of Fleming River. And because we wanted to go with the same theme as far as chrome on the inside, Al's plating also polished and took care of all this. Now the steering column itself is a Fleming River. And if you look at that gorgeous steering wheel, that is a custom steering wheel from Julio's Custom Steering out of California. And he knocked that out of the ballpark. And as far as the seats and all that good stuff, all that is from Glide Engineering seat with custom vinyl. Door panels and floorboard all match the seats in this car. As far as the trunk, this would have been a super long trunk throughout the back here. And as you can see, there is a custom speaker box. And then for those long days where you're just sitting at the car show and you don't have anywhere else to sit because you forgot your chairs, the trunk actually makes its own seat. And so this is the backrest, the seat, and then your legs hang here. Pretty cool little idea. And in case you're interested in how the car gets radio signal, well, it has a neat little feature on it that You really got to be looking in order to see when it's down, but it does have a power antenna. If you're interested in what this car really sounds like, well, here's a cold start for you. Sounds really, really good. All right, guys, that's it for this episode here. Hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed working on this car. We can't wait to see it out at shows and see what happens with it. Hopefully it'll get a couple of trophies and maybe even be in a couple of magazines. That'd be nice. But either way, we enjoyed working on it. We enjoyed working with everyone that helped us with this car, and we greatly appreciate it. Until next time, be safe. Thanks for watching.